Welcome to Ingredient Insiders. I'm John Magazzino.
And I'm Andrea Parkins.
Thanks for watching this clip of our interview with Chef Karen Akunowicz.
For the full episode, find us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Links in the description below.
When did, Top Chef, because I feel like that was kind of the impetus for your chef competition career.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I will say, before I did Top Chef, so Top Chef had called me a handful of years in a row. And I was always like, oh my God. Not that I love competition.
Yep.
I love television. I was a theater major in college for a period of time. I love doing television. I love competition. I love cooking, clearly. So I had talked to them a few times and it just wasn't right. And I didn't feel prepared or ready. And when I did season 13, I was kind of like, all right, this might be the time. And it's a huge commitment, right? Like it's 7 weeks of you being gone from your job, gone from your family, sequestered, no communication. It's a really big deal. So I did that in 2015, but before I did Top Chef, I was the first episode. I competed on the first episode of the first season of Beat Bobby Flay.
Really?
Yep. So if you want to see the very first competition that I ever did in 2013, the episode is called The Farmer and the Belle. I'm the belle. And that was the first television and competition cooking that I ever did. And I will say this until the day I die. I had such a positive experience with Rock Shrimp Productions, with the team that was there and with Bobby. I had such a positive experience that was what gave me the confidence and the push to say yes to Top Chef and to do Top Chef.
That's awesome.
Chicken and waffles battle.
Yeah, chicken and waffles. Yep.
So funny. When I was an intern at Food Network, I worked on Throwdown with Bobby Flay. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
So
of course.
He is really, really great to work with. Even though it's like a measly intern, he was always so kind to me. And just a nice guy.
Yeah. And I mean, just so classy, so professional. And
yes.
Now I've been judging on Beat Bobby Flay for years. I've been a recurring judge. And that for me is one of the, it's like such a full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
It's so meaningful to me. And it's, something that I love to do. And I love the show. And I love, that I'm still a part of it,
Do you prefer competing or judging?
Oh, stop it. Stop it. It depends what day. What day are you getting me on? What day are you getting me on? For a while I was saying judging for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm very competitive by nature and I love to compete. But I think for a while I had a little bit of PTSD from Top Chef. After season 13 and after All Stars as well, it can be really challenging. It can be very mentally and emotionally challenging, and you can end up tying a lot of your self-worth to it. It is, it becomes winning or losing or I still think about things that I did years and years ago. I'm like, oh, I should have done this or that. And it took me a while to get to a place where I was like, oh, I love competing and I still love competing. And this is recently, when I started competing on TOC, I remember talking to Brian Lando and I was like, it was TOC 3 and my agent was like, really think you should do this show. And I was like, I told you I don't want to compete anymore. And I talked to Lando and I was like, and I had never met him before. We were on a Zoom. I was like, I really don't want to compete. And he was like, this is a great show. This show is so exciting. And we also everyone who's here is here because we think so much of them. Everyone who's competing is such an amazing chef. And, and he was like, all of you who did Top Chef kind of have that PTSD.
Yeah.
And so I did it honestly, I'm so embarrassed to say this, but in transparency, I did it a little begrudgingly. And I was so glad that I did.
Was it cathartic in a way?
I don't know if it was good. Yeah, maybe because I have to say, because it's a totally different kind of show. It's so hard. I mean, first of all, it is so hard. I do think it's the best culinary competition cooking show on television. but it really is such a great team, such a great crew. As hard as they make it, as challenging as the randomizer is, there's definitely a level of wanting everyone to do as well as possible.
Yes.
And I've always felt that. I
feel like the show, like, I'm like a feelings person. Like, it has good vibes. Like, when you're watching it, like, everyone is like supportive of each other. It doesn't feel like, yes, like, listen, everyone's competitive. Like, all of
everyone is there to win. Don't be
correct.
Every single one of us is there to win.
Yeah.
But
there's a but. Mm-hmm.
You're competing against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're competing. I say it all the time. Who is your biggest, like every interview? Yeah. Oh, who is your biggest competition? I'm my biggest competition. The clock is my biggest competition.
Right.
You're competing against yourself. And for me, we are really supportive of each other, and it's an amazing thing that I've gotten to do for the last 4 years.
Are they doing another season?
They are.
Very exciting. Are you participating? Are you allowed to say?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
We'll wait and see.
I have an initial
got it
ask, but I have not been confirmed yet.
Okay. All right. Well,
so I'm hoping
crossed.
my fingers are crossed.
Yeah.
My fingers are crossed that I'll be back for TOC 7 because this is my year.
I feel like
this is my year. I'm gonna take it all.
I feel like you're Antonia, like she was like, I am winning.
100%. 100%. I'm like, if I'm doing this, I'm coming back and I'm winning it all.
Mm-hmm. Remember we interviewed her?
Of course.
They hadn't aired it yet. And so we were talking about it, but we didn't know, like she knew that she won, but we didn't know. And I just remember like watching it live and being like, holy crap, she won. Like, we just talked to her about this, but.
Mm-hmm. And don't you think it's interesting that 6 seasons of the show, 6 years of this show, the only blind tasting, right?
Yep.
On television.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And all the winners are women.
It's crazy.
When you take gender out of the equation, when you take presentation out of the equation, when you take any sort of bias, and I don't mean that negatively.
No.
We're just humans. We're all just walking around on this, big round rock, and and we all have bias. But when you remove everything, 6 seasons of women winning.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Ingredient Insiders.
You can find the products we discussed on today's episode at chefswarehouse.com or your favorite specialty retailer.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram @Ingredient Insiders and Chef's Warehouse @Where Chefs Shop.